Welcome to the show, everyone. It is my 19-year anniversary today. I am so excited. It smells so good in here. We've got all sorts of stuff here. We're live on Facebook. Say hello to everybody out there. Like us and follow us because we're going to share the show later on. My first guest, I'm so excited. I got some newbies with me right now. And my first guest is, I'm so excited about bringing him on because a lot of people might need this service. I've got with me Chris Slagle, and he is the owner of AT HOME. Welcome to the show. I want you to tell everybody a little bit about yourself, what you do, because I just told you, I went through this. I know what this is like. And folks, listen up. Sometimes you wait too late till you're now scrambling, and you don't need to. So welcome to the show.
Thank you, Carol. It's great to be here. My name is Chris Slagle. I'm the owner of AT HOME, which is an in-home care and assistance agency. So we provide in-home care for primarily seniors, but also people with disabilities or people recovering from injuries. So we send caregivers into people's home to do those tasks that maybe they can't do anymore, but it's not severe enough they need to go to a nursing home. And the idea is that we want to help people stay in their homes as long as they possibly can.
Now, before you came on, you were mentioning that you also have your franchise, right? And your franchise is in Arcadia. Right?
Yes, we serve the Arcadia area, PV, Scottsdale, and even on out to Fountain Hills. But there are 6 locations of AT HOME throughout the valley, and actually, throughout, including Maricopa County and northern Pinal County. So we reach all the way down to Maricopa, Casa Grande, Eloy,
the valley.
Like that. The valley, but primarily, so my office serves that area that I mentioned, and yeah, we do have offices all over the valley.
So let's talk a little bit about in-home care and the industry. You say that some call it the home health. What's the difference between in-home care and home health?
That's a great question. A lot of people do confuse that. So home health is actually medical, which would be someone who comes into the home to do OT, PT, have a nurse visit, check your blood pressure, those types of things. And that's generally about a 45-minute, and that's often covered by Medicare insurance. In-home care is non-medical care that provides the rest of what's needed, being either just simple companionship, or it could be daily tasks, could be helping with bathing. It just depends on the severity of the need of the client. So there's a big difference between in-home care and home health.
Now, also before that you came on, you were saying that when you work with people, it's called a home safety assessment. That is awesome. What does that entail?
So when families come to that place, and as you mentioned so appropriately, they often wait too late. Sometimes we say that they call us 3 months after they should have called us, but we will go out to the home and we'll meet with the family. We'll help typically it's the son or daughter who are helping navigate this whole situation with their parents who are resistant to wanting to have help come in. But we walk through the steps, we help them understand how we're coming alongside them to give them more control in their life. And so the home safety assessment is just making sure that mom and dad can stay safely in the home. So that might be grab bars, it might be a raised toilet seat, it might be looking for tripping hazards, it might be a shower chair, different things like that we want to make sure that their loved one is safe, because that's the whole key to this.
If you've never had a toilet seat that's raised, you're going to love it. I'm telling you now. And to be able to be in your home, this is what it's all about. And you find that most of the seniors, that's what they want.
Absolutely.
If they can.
And so we work with the family on that. What's nice is that we can be flexible. We might only come in a couple hours 2 or 3 days a week, or maybe we'll come in for every day just to make sure that they're getting their morning going or their evening routine. And so that's what we call really creating a personalized care plan, and we help them do that. We give them their options, we show them what we can do, and we guide the family through that and really encourage mom and dad to say, hey, you don't want to go to a nursing home, then you need to have someone with you to help you so you can stay safely in your home.
And I'm sure that is what everybody wants in the long run. Their phone number is 602-800-6758. The website is homecarearcadia.com. And the best thing to do, please do not wait till it's too late and you're scrambling. Call now, get that home assessment, Be prepared. I think that's the most important thing.
Absolutely, yeah.
So that you're not. I've seen it firsthand and I know how bad that it is. So after you come in, there's a lot, like you said, there's confusion and all of that. They come in, what is the next step that they take with you?
At the end of the assessment, we sit down and really decide together, and we collaborate with them. We don't tell them what they need to do, but it becomes pretty evident through the process of what might need to happen. Either they're not eating properly, or they're not taking their medications on time, or they're a fall risk for showers. I mean, that's 70% of falls happen in bathrooms, and everyone has a story about someone who fell, and sometimes when they fall, they might not come home, or they may not come home for quite a while. So it's really oriented around safety. That's probably the best factor in terms of decisioning on what to do, because safety doesn't care about feelings, safety doesn't care about preferences. I don't want somebody in my house. Well, let's have someone in the house to keep you safe, and then you get to stay here.
And I like the way that you put it, where it's a personalized program. Each person is different. Each person has different needs. The best thing to do is to call and get that safety assessment right there and find out. Let's find out, can moms or dad be able to stay in their homes? And by the way, you also said people with disabilities, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe you need somebody short term, and that's okay too?
Right, we have people who have hip replacement or knee replacement surgery. When they come out of that, we might be with them for a week. We might start out being overnight with them for a couple nights, and then, we
I wish I knew that, I'm telling you.
Well, we rejoice with them when they fire us, because that means that they've gotten well enough that they don't need our care anymore.
That's
so we
terrific.
can be flexible to help people like that.
Write the number down. It's 602-800-6758. It's homecarearcadia.com. So, all right, let's talk about this, because I think it's really important. The people that you hire that are going to come in to these people's homes, how do you know what they're like?
That's a great question, and
Go ahead.
professional caregiver is a really special person who their whole world exists to help other people, and so that's who we look for. And generally, we don't. Some agencies hire someone who, like a barista last week. We're not going to have that person be the first person that takes care of your mom. We don't hire anyone with less than 2 years of experience. Many of our caregivers have 15, 20 years of experience, and we learn things from them all the time because of just how special they are and the way that they care for our clients.
Now, there are people that can afford it,
Mm-hmm.
and there's the people that can't.
Right.
So how do you handle all of that?
So we work within people's budgets, and that's a key factor. And so we're very mindful of that. We're not, we want to make sure that they're well taken care of. And for those who cannot afford it, there are some government programs, and if they call our office, there's some really nice programs out there where the family member can actually be paid to take care of their loved one. And there are certainly qualifications that happen there, so we don't want to leave anybody behind, and we're happy to be a resource to anyone if they need some help.
Really quickly, does Medicare cover it?
Medicare does not pay for in-home care services, so it's generally either private pay, or there are some, if someone is a veteran, call us right away, because there are VA programs that are easy to qualify for that provide care for services. And other people do pay with long-term care insurance policies, but at the moment, Medicare doesn't pay for it. It's in the future.
But you know what? There's a lot of different ways to go around things, right? And
Mm-hmm.
you're also very flexible,
Correct.
too, in time. So everybody's different. He's the personalized program that's going to meet your needs. How long? I mean, Right at Home has been around
Red Home is a 31-year-old organization. I've owned my business for the last 7 years, and Right at Home has actually been in the Valley since 2006.
The number to call is 602-800-6758. Do not wait. Call them now. Get that in-home safety assessment, and check them out on the website. It's homecarearcadia.com.